వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్. తెలంగాణ ఐటీ శాఖ వార్షిక నివేదిక విడుదల చేశారు మంత్రి కేటీఆర్. గత ఏడాది తెలంగాణ ఐటీ సాధించిన ప్రగతిని ఈ రిపోర్ట్లో పొందుపరిచారు. దీంతో పాటు టీ వ్యాలెట్ని కూడా మంత్రి ఆవిష్కరించారు. ప్రస్తుతం ఆ సభలో మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారంలో చూద్దాం.
Ecosystem has the appetite to achieve. I'm very confident that this is something that the government will be fully enabling and fully supporting as well. Let me also share with you some of the significant investments and expansions that have happened. In fact, this year we've started out a new practice of recognizing and rewarding our partners in the growth story here. Started with Microsoft, and we went on to Tech Mahindra and a number of other large enterprises, and also small and medium, and also startup companies here in Hyderabad. And we are delighted that this ecosystem and this whole idea of collaborating and working closely with the industry is working very well for the state and the government as well. Some of the significant investments and expansions that have happened last year. Amazon, which is one of the largest tech companies in the world, has laid the foundation for its largest offshore campus in our city, Hyderabad, and the campus expansion is currently going on with almost 3 million square foot facility coming up in the IT district, in the financial district. Also, cloud and CRM major, Salesforce has inaugurated its Center of Excellence. And I'm also delighted to share with you that they have been growing quite rapidly. In fact, they started out with about 600 people. They were looking at doubling it by next year. But fortunately, in fact, they've doubled it this year itself. And we are delighted that they're growing very, very rapidly as well. Not only pure tech play companies, but also a German auto component manufacturer, ZF TRW has set up its largest technology center outside of Germany and outside of its head office, again in Hyderabad. And we are delighted that even in this space, Hyderabad, in fact, they're also looking to build their own campus. Currently, they're working out of a leased campus, a large campus, but they're also looking to build their own campus. And I hope it will also come into fruition very soon as well. Uber, DBS, Value Labs, Fly Dubai, Synchrony Financial, Navis Analytics, Emphasis are some of the new firms which also have made significant investments in the state in financial year 2016 and 17. What I'm also delighted about is government of Telangana's plans actually falling in the right place with respect to expansion and with respect to promoting information technology as a sector into tier 2 and tier 3 locations as well. As you may have just realized, we've had a startup, we have had a small BPO based out of Jangam. We have a tech development company based in Huzurabad. We also have an innovation hub called Kakatiya Sandbox operating out of Nizamabad. We're delighted that Cyient has launched a large-scale map development facility in Warangal. So this way, in fact, with the rural technology policy that the new government has brought about, we are extremely delighted with the response. We're enthused by the kind of support we've received from the industry, and we will take it from strength to strength. In fact, I would be remiss not to mention Eclat Health Solutions, which also inaugurated its KPO in Karimnagar, almost housing 1,000 employees now. And even in Warangal, as I've mentioned, we've already identified a significant SEZ land parcel for SEZ, which will also be launched very soon. Even in the town of Khammam, a lot of NRIs who belong to Khammam have come forward. In fact, about 15 to 20 different entities have come together. And in Khammam, very, very, very soon, we'll also be launching a signature IT tower, which should create more employment there as well. In fact, one of the significant achievements that has also happened in 2016-17 financial year is one of the largest technology companies in the world and one of the most respected and valued brands in the world, Apple, has launched its largest offshore campus again outside of its head office, Cupertino, California, in our own city of Hyderabad in May 2016. And it also is growing from strength to strength, and we are delighted with their success also. Not only in the software sector, not only in the software space, but Hyderabad also has been making several attempts and some of which have been very successful in promoting electronics manufacturing in our state. I'm delighted to share with you that in India today, while Government of India has approved almost 3,300 acres of land as part of the electronic manufacturing clusters, out of these 3,300 acres, 900 of it lies in our own city of Hyderabad, very in close proximity to the airport. We have two electronic manufacturing clusters. One is called E-City in Raviriyal, which is very, very close to the airport, Shamshabad Airport, and one more at Maheshwaram. And we've received approvals from Government of India and also monetary support to the tune of 400 crores sanctioned for infrastructure and common facility development. With this, I believe that the electronics manufacturing ecosystem in our state would also receive a fillip, and I believe that this will also pave way. I'll also share with you on some of the large investments that have come in this space, but I do believe that this will give a further impetus to our efforts in promoting electronics manufacturing in our state. An LED park with the focus on LEDs in both ULBs, urban local bodies, and rural local bodies across the country in terms of energy savings, in terms of energy efficiencies, in terms of just smartening our local bodies. An LED park in about 120 acres has also been created in Shivanagar in Medak district to promote more local manufacturing of LEDs in Telangana. I would also like to mention that in the last financial year, two large smartphone manufacturers and mobile phone manufacturers have also started their manufacturing from our state. A Canadian company called DataWind has started its manufacturing here, and also another local grown entity, SmartRon, has also launched its mobile manufacturing unit right here. In fact, we also have started, a lot of people talk about IT at large, but as a government which is extremely progressive, as a government which is looked up to across the country by the rest of the country, the new government in Telangana has also launched sectoral policies focused exclusively on the sunrise sectors in information technology. We've launched policies, separate policies, sectoral policies in cybersecurity, in building data centers, in data analytics, and open data policy was also launched on 15 September 2016. In fact, two more policies on Internet of Things and cyber and e-waste are also in the pipeline and will be launched very soon by the government. One of the success stories of government of Telangana has been T-Hub, and the way it has in fact given a lot of confidence and given a lot of inspiration to expanding the local innovation ecosystem in Hyderabad. T-Hub in fact today has been recognized by no less a body than Niti Aayog as a role model for the rest of the country. In fact, T-Hub is being widely replicated, has been widely appreciated by more than 12 states across the country. In fact, we've also entered into some memorandums of understanding with several states in terms of just pushing, in terms of just aiding them with their own local innovation ecosystem. States such as Goa, West Bengal are working with us and are also looking to grow their own innovation ecosystem, taking a cue and taking T-Hub as a role model for their own states as well. Number of physically incubated startups from T-Hub alone is about 250. And the cumulative turnover of all the ventures that have been incubated and graduated from T-Hub now totals to almost 100 crores in less than 1.5 years. And the cumulative quantum of external funding raised, which is debt plus equity as well, is about 24 crores, which approximates to almost $4 million for all the T-Hub startups in the last 1 year. And it has been visited and appreciated by a number of dignitaries from the government and a number of dignitaries from the industry. Even the CEO of Uber, Travis Kalanick, was there. One of the most popular musicians of our country, A.R. Rahman, and Academy Award winner, Rasul Pukuti, and also Mr. A.R. Rahman, both who are Academy Award winners, were at T-Hub appreciating the creativity, the vibrancy of the ecosystem. And we also have had dignitaries from the government of India. The Union IT Minister, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, Union Defense Minister, Shri Manohar Parrikar, who is currently the Chief Minister of Goa, had also visited and have also appreciated the efforts of government of Telangana. We've also launched a very significant initiative through T-Hub called as a T-Bridge. T-Bridge, in fact, is shaping up rather well. In fact, I was in the Valley as of last week in Silicon Valley in California, and T-Bridge is an initiative that is extremely well received and well appreciated by the ecosystem there as well. A lot of American startups who are looking at India as a market will be facilitated to enter the Indian market through T-Bridge, and vice versa as well. Any Indian startup wanting to go in and raise money or enter the American or global ecosystem is also facilitated by way of T-Bridge. We've inaugurated a facility, an outpost for T-Bridge, for T-Hub rather, in the valley in the form of T-Bridge. It is shaping up rather well, and we are hoping to have some significant success stories rather, in the later part of this year. We've also launched, for this T-Bridge program, we've also launched at Uber's headquarters a program called Uber Exchange, and we've also started working with the Thai Silicon Valley chapter, and also the state of California's its own state-owned incubator called iHub. So T-Hub has not only started forging out more partnerships and more relationships across the world, in fact, it is trying to make significant inroads into the Valley ecosystem, which I believe will pay off rich dividends in days to come as well. And I'm also delighted to share with you that T-Hub, we're not just content in being India's largest technology incubator today. We are building what is going to be world's largest technology incubator in Hyderabad, and it would be unveiled in the first quarter of next year. 2018, first quarter, you will see a 350,000 square foot facility coming up in our own city of Hyderabad, which will then make it the largest technology incubator in the world, housing more than 2,000 startups in one single location, giving an extremely important shot in the arm for the startup ecosystem in our city and our state. And let me also share some piece of good news with you. As was mentioned by speakers prior to me, after demonetization, there was a lot of confusion in the country. But our Honorable Chief Minister, who is a very progressive leader, who's understood the concept of demonetization and who's understood the benefits of a digitized economy, has given us a cue and has given us an instruction for the IT department to push for more digitization in our services. And as a result, I'm delighted to share with you today, after demonetization in November 2016, today Telangana continues to rank as the #1 state in India in terms of e-transactions per 1,000 population as per e-Tal, which I'm delighted also was Mr. Satyanarayana's brainchild when he was the Union IT Secretary in Government of India. This portal recognizes the number of e-transactions that happen in each state, and I'm delighted to share with you that e-governance initiatives are paying rich dividends, and we continue to grow in this sector as well. In fact, I'm also delighted to share with you that e-Seva and me-Seva of the Electronic Services Delivery Wing of IT&C Department continue to deliver excellent services covering almost 600 services of 40 departments and through a network of 4,200 centers spread across the state of Telangana. This is by far the largest number of such service centers for any state in the country, and this gives us the much needed coverage in terms of reach, in terms of ensuring services are delivered very efficiently across the state to the citizens of the state. In fact, I'm also delighted to share with you that we've achieved a number of unique distinctions this year through our e-governance initiative through me-Seva and e-Seva. Almost 3,62,46,570 citizens, which approximates to almost our state's population. In fact, Telangana's population is about 3,60,00,000 according to 2011 census. That's exactly the number of people that we've served in 1 year, 2016 and 17, and roughly serving almost 1,00,000 citizens per day. So if you were to look at it, almost the entire population of the state of Telangana, almost the size of the entire population of Telangana has been served by way of me-Seva and e-Seva in last 1 year alone, almost 1,00,000 citizens per day. And also, we've achieved a significant distinction of serving 3,00,000 citizens on a single day, which was a record for us. In fact, that was a test for our capacity as well, capacity for, and infrastructure as well. This was on 22nd June 2016, and this was the highest again in the country for any government services on a single day. The new initiatives on me-Seva and e-Seva, I'm also happy to share with you. me-Seva 2.0 would be completely a re-engineered platform and for better user experience and service delivery and ensuring that there is a uniformity in the services offered across the different platforms that we have. It will be ready to be released before the end of year 2017. And the second most important thing that we are bringing out, which should be a significant step in taking our e-governance initiatives to the next level, to m-governance, to mobile governance. Because I think people are not just content with e-governance anymore. With smartphones penetrating the market big time, I think people are looking forward to e-governance initiatives. And we are delighted also to announce the T-App Folio, a complete folio offering a comprehensive m-governance platform for all departments of Government of Telangana, will be launched in the next couple of months, hopefully before the 15th of August, the Independence Day of India. And Telangana will only be the second state in the country to launch this kind of an application, this kind of an app folio, which will be a comprehensive solution, a one-stop shop for anybody who wants to transact using their mobile phones. The other important initiative of the ESD, the Electronic Services Delivery Wing, led by GT Venkateshwar Rao, has been an extremely useful initiative, especially in civil supplies and also in Hyderabad Metro Water Supply and the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation as well, by way of augmenting their revenues and by way of plugging leakages. We've come out with a very unique application. We've been using it internally mostly, what we call as Integrated People Information Hub. It's called IPIH for short. In fact, we also call it a Citizen 360 in our own internal communications. IPIH, the Integrated People Information Hub, is a path-breaking platform that is open for all government departments, wherein data from a large number of diverse sources is processed and records are linked using non-primary keys. That is the extremely most important thing I'd like to highlight. Using a non-primary key, we don't typically rely, the chairman of UIDAI is here, so we don't only rely on Aadhaar. We, in fact, I know you guys have been doing an exceptional job, but we've also kind of brought in additional layers, which kind of make it foolproof and almost bring up the reliability quotient to more than 96, 97%, and which, again, is a unique initiative of the Government of Telangana, and it helps all the government departments, as I have mentioned, by mobilizing and by preventing leakages, by proper targeting of beneficiaries with respect to welfare programs, and also by aiming at a certificate-less governance and real-time governance and offering valued services to citizens. So far along, we've had Hyderabad Metro Water Supply Sewerage Board, the GHMC, have used this platform and have benefited significantly by way of improving their revenues. We also, in fact, as was launched a few minutes ago, we've also started, as with our Honorable Chief Minister's blessings and guidance. Honorable Chief Minister was very clear. When we started talking about a cashless economy or a less cash economy, as people would like to call it, he has given us clear instructions. He had said very clearly, and he has given us mandate on 2 or 3 counts and gave very specific instructions. He had asked us to do one thing to begin with. He said, any government to citizen interface, wherein a transaction, a financial transaction happens, be it from the citizen to the government or from the government to the citizen, in the form of a pension payment or Manrega payment or payments from our scholarships, pensions, etc. We should be able to cover by way of T-Wallet. He has also asked us very specifically that even citizens should also be able to make payments to the government. For example, if somebody wants to pay their water bill, they should be able to do it. Likewise, if they want to pay their property tax, they should also be able to do it through one single solution. It's about bringing about commonality of purpose, commonality of service, and therefore, while it took a bit of a time, we made sure that we came out with a foolproof T-Wallet. And today I'm delighted to share with you that we possibly have a wallet which is significantly stronger and more robust than anything that has been launched in India so far. And Telangana, as I've also mentioned already, is already #1 in digital transactions after demonetization, with more than 20 crore digital transactions in the last 5 months alone. And with T-Wallet, which is the official digital wallet of the state, being launched today, we believe that this will only go to the next level and Telangana will continue to retain its first spot in the country. And for those of you who are wondering how T-Wallet is significantly different from Bheem, the Government of India app that has been launched, I'd like to quickly give you 2 pointers. One, Bheem is largely an application that promotes private payments between 2 people. and works with a bank interface. But T-Wallet supports not only private payments, but also any payments toward the government from the citizens, and as I've also mentioned, from the government to the citizen as well, which makes it very unique. And T-Wallet also allows all government benefits, entitlements, in the form of pensions, in the form of Manrega wages, scholarships, to be directly deposited into the individual's smartphone and wallet.